Everyone thinks Slipknot changed metal with their heaviest songs, but the one that reshaped modern heavy music wasn't their heaviest one at all. Slipknot's Wait and Bleed. I always feel like this track's kind of like the middle child that doesn't really get the love it deserves because everyone loves Duality and Psychosocial. But Wait and Bleed is one of Slipknot's most important tracks that actually got their name out there from their self-titled album that came out in 1999. That is crazy to think about, and there's so many bangers on that album that really showcase Slipknot's crazy chaoticness. I almost wanted to do one of those tracks instead. Eyeless, oh my god, the drumming, the noises, the angsty, the chaoticness, all of that. That's a whole nother video if you guys want it. But Wait and Bleed was one of the first tracks I actually heard, and in terms of it being a track that actually pushed Slipknot to the mainstream to actually make them a band that they are as big as they are today, with over 15 million monthly listeners. That is insane for a band that basically at points in their career teetered on kind of, I'm going to use this word very specifically, death metal moments, particularly with some of the drumming. Joey's an insane drummer. The aggressive riffing, the insane vocals and angst. It's just wild to see a band go that far. And I mean, nowadays you hear Slipknot everywhere. Basically, if you hear any kind of like, everyone now has ass beaters in modern metal, like a Spirit Box or a Bad Omens or I Prevail, or of course Slaughter. A lot of Slipknot influence right there. They are everywhere in the modern metal sphere, and you're going to hear exactly why. But this track is a special track because as soon as you click it, it kind of takes away everything you expect from what Slipknot is, which is aggression, anger, intensity, and starts with a melodic, catchy chorus that everyone basically can sing along. Everyone knows this riff too, which is a deceivingly hard riff, by the way. I had to literally watch my old cover of Wait and Bleed for like 30 minutes before I got that riff, because it's just such a riff with the timing of it. Dude, and these drums, again, everything ramping up so intensely, and it's an intro, but it is the chorus of the song. Into the riff. And then again goes into what is basically more known as classic angsty crazy Slipknot, which is just a sick, you know, they love that. And then into Corey's menacing scream. It's just so powerful, angry, especially coming off the most like melodic, like catchy intro part. There's so much going on if you actually just listen to the instrumental of this track. You know, we got the turntables. Also, and not to forget, there's 9 members in this band at this time. Insane, you know, so everyone's doing something, whether it's smashing shit, whether it's spinning shit, whether it's just making some kind of noise to make the most chaotic, uncomfortable, wild atmosphere to maximize energy and aggression. The drums, man, so well done. And that chord just going into and he has this like angsty pitch scream to it too, where he's just projecting so hard, probably not the healthiest technique at this time, and it sounds angry. It seeps through the emotion of the entire track sonically. Something about this so very wrong. I used to love how loud. I wish I didn't like this. Is it a dream or am I right? Dude, so confidently, again, into the chorus, because we haven't really hit it yet. The intro is technically that naked version of the chorus, but then we go full-fledged into this with this primal drum beat. Slight aggressive technical, can you either say teetering on like slight death metal drumming spice that really makes Slipknot over just like the super melodic chorus, which is incredibly catchy. And then just teetering out of that, such a nice transition here with the, you know, turntables and all this shit into this. Dude, that's so genius. That is so well done for 1999, where they do a drum fill with the bass flowing through. Get out of my, I guess I don't with Corey coming in and basically like grabbing a hold. They're very good at like that, controlling the dynamic and being instructors and conductors of the energy levels. And I love how basically the vocals just get out of my head, and then just go back to that verse. There's so much happening in the transition, the drums, the turntable, and dude, this is where you start to hear that the 9 other members really start to shine with the percussion. Down, 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 down. Yo, you smash the out of that trash can right there, fam. You destroy that shit. I love it. It adds so much energy to the whole vibe, so Corey can just roar. And you don't really notice all the stuff happening in the instrumental unless you solo, but it really just brings it all together. And you're like, damn, okay, we're going. What's gonna come next? What's gonna come next? And they just so confidently go back into the chorus again. 3rd time, technically, we're in the chorus already. Verses happened twice, a copy paste of the verse with like slight transitional differences. So much copy paste has happened. We are in 1 minute and 15 seconds of this song. That is unheard of. It is basically a pop song structure. And that's the genius of this track. And then they do this very smart. They do a chorus 2.0 to kind of extend it. They add a little bit more dynamic things. The drums change up a bit. And then also they add a little guitar layer that adds this nice suspense. Right here. They just keep going and going. It's very fast paced, and then we get to finally, you're like, what's coming up? We listen to the chorus a bunch, right? And white and blind. It's such a good transitional scream right there, dude. Dude, that's just such a fun riff. And 2. Like, it feels like such a fast-paced song in terms of the riffage, and that where everything's kind of constant, somewhat similar, but it dynamically changes enough where even on the guitar side, you're just like, we're getting through, and like, this makes sense. Dude, rhythmic pacing here with the vocals, da 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 da, as if he basically wrote 2 versions and he was just like, the 2.0, we're just going to use the other version. Again, there's no like really transitional breaks or pauses or any of that, which a lot of bands, especially nowadays, I think have to use as like crutches in order to get back into choruses or like clean sung choruses like this. This is a masterclass at making a big melodic chorus work with an extremely aggressive verses and bridge, especially for this time, 1999. So confidently they go back into it. And this is where you really start to hear everything come together. The drums get a little bit more intense, and you hear Corey actually scream as a layer in the background, which is really sick. Dude, and then the instrumental, the drum. Like, what the is that? That's nutty, dude. Nutty drum fill. And right there, very iconic Slipknot vocals. As well as, you know, he does a lot of this ramping, which really brings that aggressive angstiness to everything. And we go into this ending bit, which is such a nice tying of the song. They weren't like, we're not going to reinvent the wheel. We're not going to create a whole new part. Let's just go full-fledged in that verse riff and just break down riffy, fi-it, whatever, to really bring this together right here. And we're out. 2.5 minutes. Fits 4 choruses, if you count the intro as one of the choruses. It fits 3 verses, and then the ending, which is the verse riff again. And basically just 1 bridge, which is the change. This is a pop song structure. It's pop song length. And it's crazy that this was basically the song that brought Slipknot up, you know, back in the day. It's so cool to see and actually analyze this and structurally be like, wow, this is not what you think of when you think of what Slipknot has impacted in terms of that aggressive, chaotic, wild band. But it has all of those elements in this song. It's such a neat, consumable package where even though you heard the chorus 4 times, you instantly will go to the start and just be like, I want to play the song again. I felt the air rise up in me. And you don't mind. You don't mind at all. And it's really cool too, because that actual intro bit is a little slower than the rest of the song in terms of like the speed and BPM. I don't know if they recorded to like a click track back here too. I don't think they actually did. So like the BPMs are all over the fucking place. Was not fun covering. I remember that. This song is kind of the perfect blend of everything that is Slipknot. Again, I really would have also liked to analyze a track like Eyeless, because that has a bit more of the chaotic element. Particularly, it even has a slowdown and it has this crazy vocal call out, motherfucker, which is that other side of Slipknot, which again, it's embedded in this song, but you don't hear as much of it versus a song like that. You kind of hear that's the type of sounds that influenced a lot of the other types of modern metal nowadays. So if you guys want to see me do a video on that one, let me know. But so many modern metal bands have to thank Slipknot for bringing kind of that really crazy raw aggression to the spotlight. I think bigger than most bands of this time. So yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think Wait and Bleed changed the game, changed the entire direction of modern metal, made it more aggressive, crazy, but also showed bands, oh yeah, you can use melody and combine these things if you do it well? Or is it just a pop song that no one cares about? You let me know. And yeah, let me know what other songs you guys want to see me do for this series. It's been a lot of fun doing this. I hope you guys have been enjoying it. And there's just so many iconic tracks from so many sick bands that really changed modern metal that, yeah, I just want to talk about and shoot the shit and you know, be a little nostalgic and just analyze, especially a song like this where you're like, oh yeah, this is a song with 4 fucking chorus. What? Yeah. What the fool? All right, it's 2 a.m., so I'm gonna stop screaming. Bye.